Hey, Amber, you had a question about the order of operations on this one. And in your example, you had shown, you do the 5 and the 7 first to get the 12. And then I think you're kind of wondering why the 1/2, why we didn't work left to right, was the question. And the answer is we can. It would come out the same. But let me show you where there's a little sticking spot on that sometimes gets people. So I would definitely 5 plus 7 first to make that a 12. And that fraction, I think it just makes it look harder. If you think about going 2 times 3 times 4, it doesn't matter if you go 3 times 4 and get 12 times 2 is 24, or if you went 2 times 3 is 6, and then times 4 is 24. This would come up to 24. Even if you went 2 times 8, or sorry, 2 times 4 and got 8 times 3, it's still 24. So as long as you have 3 things multiplying, the order that you actually do the multiplication in won't matter. But where people would mess this up because of this fraction is they would go 1/2 times 12 and get 6, and then feel like it's a good idea, and it's not, to go 1/2 times 4 and get 2 and then make that 12. So if you went 1/2 times 12, that would give you 6, but it doesn't change the 4. And so you still get this exact same 24. In your example, I think you had done it like this: 1/2, and you did 12 times 4 is 48. I may have done it that way in the notes. And then half of 48 is 24. The reason I did these two first is because that fraction just messes people up and they want to like start distributing it, which is not correct. When you're here and just doing nice whole numbers, 2 times 3 times 4, you don't go 2 times 3 and 2 times 4 and then multiply those together. You just put 2 of them together and then multiply that to the next one. So that would work here as well, but people have a hard time with it. So it may be, if you're looking at a solution, and it may be, like I said, I did it in the notes this way. I'm not sure where you saw it. But this way it stops people from doing that fake distribute that they shouldn't do at the 1/2. So hopefully that answered it. And if you think of it as a divide, you had mentioned that as well. Then you would totally do, in general, when you're dividing, you would do everything above and below the division bar first. And so then you still get 48 divided by 2, and it's still the exact same 24. So hopefully that helped clear that up a little.